All right, let's talk about our online worlds. You know, the places where we get our news, share our thoughts, and connect with people. We spend so much of our lives in these spaces, but have you ever really stopped to think about how they're actually built?
So, have you ever had that feeling you're just scrolling and you start to notice you're seeing the same kinds of articles, the same opinions, pretty much the same jokes over and over and over again? It's almost like everyone you know online suddenly agrees on everything.
Well, if that sounds even a little bit familiar, I'm here to tell you, you are not going crazy. It's not just in your head. There is a very real, very powerful force at work shaping what you see online. And yeah, it's got a name.
And that name is the echo chamber. It's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. The space where your own beliefs are just echoed right back at you, again and again. Now, this isn't an accident. It's kind of baked into the way the modern internet works. But to really get it, we need to understand what it actually feels like to be stuck inside.
So let's call it the online bubble. I think that's a perfect way to picture it, right? Because when you're on the inside, it can feel super cozy, really comfortable, you're surrounded by ideas you already agree with, but what's the real trade-off for all that comfort?
Let's just look at the contrast here. Inside the bubble, everything is familiar. You get that constant sense of confirmation, and let's be honest, that feels good. Our brains are literally wired to like it when people agree with us. But it comes at a huge cost, a super limited worldview. Now, step outside that bubble, and that's where things get interesting. That's where you discover new ideas, where your thinking gets challenged in a healthy way, and you gain a much broader perspective on things.
So, how does this bubble even get built in the first place? It can feel totally invisible, almost like magic. But it's not magic. It's technology. It's all about algorithms. So let's pull back the curtain and see exactly how they work.
And believe it or not, this whole thing started with a genuinely helpful goal. I mean, think about it. There's an absolute flood of information online. These systems were originally designed just to act as a filter, to show you the stuff they think you'll find most interesting. The idea was to keep you engaged, but, well, that intense focus on engagement had a major unintended side effect.
Here's how it happens step by step. It all starts with you. Every single click, every like, every share you make is a signal. Next, the algorithm learns from all those signals, building this incredibly detailed profile of what you like and what you don't. Then, it starts filtering your feed, pushing more and more of what it thinks you want to see to the top. And over time, your bubble just inflates. Those different opinions, those new topics, they get pushed further and further down until they basically just disappear.
Okay, I know that all sounds a little bleak, but here's the really good news. You are not powerless in this. Not at all. You can absolutely take back control. It is time to pop that bubble, and I'm going to show you 3 really straightforward ways to do it. It really boils down to 3 key things. First, you've got to diversify your feed. Actively go out and follow people and publications that see the world differently than you do. Second, you have to practice listening. Don't just scroll past opposing views. Try to actually understand them, especially when you disagree. And third, and this is so important, be a critical consumer. For every single thing you see, ask yourself, who made this, and what are they trying to achieve?
And I really want to emphasize this point. Please don't think of these as chores or some kind of homework. These are not just offensive moves to escape a bubble. They are powerful tools for discovery. They open up the internet to what it was always meant to be, an incredible place for exploration, for learning, and for connecting with the whole world of different ideas.
So I'll leave you with this final and I think exciting question. Just imagine for a second that you've done it. You've started to break down those digital walls. The entire messy, fascinating, and diverse world of information is right there at your fingertips again. So, what are you going to discover first?